again. And yet again, Meghan goes to take it. He holds it back and even laughs and says no, and then continues once, but twice. And it was all over the organisers not wanting her to have the microphone.
Right now, lots of speculation about what is going on with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle after she decided to call in sick to a major Kevin Costner charity event on Friday night after that damning Hollywood Reporter takedown described her as a dictator in...
What happens when Meghan pushes too hard and Harry decides to pull back? Oh, darling, you get a royal cringe fest that nobody can unsee. It was like watching a slow-motion car crash in designer shoes, messy, public, and dripping with tension. Everyone thought these two were the picture of perfect partnership, but in this moment, the illusion shattered right there under the blinding lights.
That Meghan wasn't at the Kevin Costner event, wasn't it? It's for first responders, it's a charity thing. There were lots of A-listers there like Jeff Bridges and Rob Lowe and Pink, and you'll remember.
Yes, the outfits sparkled, the smiles seemed plastered on, and the headlines tried to distract us with fluff. But forget all that noise. Do you know what really spoke louder than anything? That tiny microphone. Oh, honey, that mic had more to say about Harry and Meghan's marriage than 1,000 royal experts scribbling columns. A single mic became the third character on stage, and it told us everything.
Investigation by the Hollywood Reporter.
Wow, there's lots to unpack with this. There's lots of theories obviously going around. I personally, with Meghan, we know that she's...
Meghan wasn't supposed to be up there. Everyone knew it. The insiders whispered it. And yet, boom, there she was, walking on like the spotlight belonged to her by divine right. Her outfit looked creased, her smile stretched too thin, and the whole scene screamed one thing. She was trying to grab a moment that wasn't hers to claim.
On stage, and I think it was Harry was meant to give a speech because one of the female organisers walked over to Harry.
The audience gasped. The cameras zoomed in, and Harry? Oh, he barely twitched. Usually, he's her biggest cheerleader, handing her the mic, standing by her side, making sure she shines. Not this time. He kept that mic close, his eyes fixed ahead, leaving Meghan dangling in a spotlight that wasn't meant for her. She looked lost, like she'd crashed a party without an invite.
Like he does to give it to Meghan. And Meghan reached for it, and the lady quickly changed her mind, took the microphone away, and pretended that...
And let me tell you, it was awkward. So awkward that people in the crowd didn't know whether to clap or hide their faces. The usual spark around them? Gone. Meghan's attempt to slide in failed spectacularly. She wasn't glowing, she wasn't adored, she was just there, and people noticed.
In the distance. And then not long after that humiliation, obviously this is on the stage, everybody's there watching it, the other organizer...
But here's the wildest part. No one stopped her. The organizers, security, the event team, they all just stood back and let the cringe unfold. Meghan's forced presence turned the air heavy. It wasn't explosive, no shouting, no pushing, no drama you could meme in a heartbeat. No, this was subtler. Two egos clashing silently on a stage, suddenly too small for both. A battle without words. But oh, everyone could feel it.
An article has come out from the Hollywood Reporter with reportedly 12 people willing and waiting to back it up. So they've made sure that they have...
When Meghan stepped onto that stage, something shifted. And not in the romantic, my queen has arrived way. No, darling, this was a shiver, an unwelcome chill. The vibe turned stiff. Harry, usually Mr. Warmth, froze. His charm disappeared, his easy smile evaporated. He clutched that mic like it was his lifeline, keeping it for himself while Meghan awkwardly hovered, trying to claim space that just wasn't hers.
Decided not to do that.
Yes, there certainly seems to be, I would say, trouble ahead, I think.
She tried. Oh, she really tried. Meghan smiled, she leaned forward, she worked the room with her body language. But nothing landed. The audience didn't bite. The energy felt flat, cameras rolled, but the sparkle wasn't there. Instead, what filled the air were pauses, strained glances, and a silent hum of discomfort that couldn't be edited out.
They seem to be doing more and more things completely separate of each other. But I've noticed a real shift. It seems that Harry is the one being elevated. It's Harry being asked to go to events and not Meghan. She is still...
And that's when it hit me. The truth wasn't in their words, it was in their energy. Harry's body said, "No, I'm in control here." Meghan's moves screamed, "Notice me, I need this." Desire clashed with restraint, desperation with frustration. It wasn't loud, but oh, it was there. The spotlight showed cracks in their fairy tale partnership that no PR stunt could glue back together.
Both being elevated and Meghan is being pushed into the background. Now, I can't see her taking that.
That day, the glow didn't fall on them as a golden couple. It split unevenly. The audience could sense it, even if they couldn't explain it. Harry and Meghan weren't in sync anymore. They weren't dancing to the same rhythm. It was jarring, and it left everyone unsettled, speechless even. And just when you thought all the drama was confined to the stage, another layer slid right in quietly but oh so powerfully. Ukraine, yes, Ukraine, sent Harry official correspondence and addressed him as His Royal Highness. Can you believe that? The same title the palace supposedly stripped from him. The same status the press insisted he'd left behind. Yet, here it was, stamped on official paper, without so much as a correction or a denial. The silence from Buckingham, deafening. And make no mistake, that wasn't a slip-up. Titles and protocols in politics aren't accidents. Every single word, every gesture, every formality carries weight. Ukraine's little nod was subtle, but it screamed volumes. It said Harry may have stepped away, but he hasn't stepped out. He's still tethered to that gilded world, whether the palace admits it or not. Back on stage, though, Meghan kept floundering. The mic was still Harry's. The crowd, unimpressed. Every pause, every hesitant smile from her just highlighted how far she'd slipped. While Harry carried the invisible power of centuries-old protocol, Meghan looked like she was fighting ghosts, desperate to reclaim a magic that no longer obeyed her command. And the contrast? Oh, it was brutal. On one side, the messy, very human drama of a couple unraveling in plain sight. On the other, the invisible but undeniable weight of royal obligations still shackled to Harry. The public saw the awkward glances, the frozen smiles. But behind it all, protocol was pulling strings, shaping Harry's every move like a ghost he couldn't shake. That's Harry's reality, this tug-of-war between two lives. California sunshine, podcasts, polo, freedom on one hand, and on the other, a royal gravitational pull that refuses to let go. No matter how much he tries to live like an ordinary man, duty keeps dragging him back into its orbit. He's split in two, and you can feel the strain. Every public step he takes is a balancing act. The entourage around him, still palisades, not casual staff. The titles, still whispered and recognized in ways the press conveniently ignores. These tiny details, so easy to miss, prove one thing. Harry hasn't truly broken free. He's living in a half-light, half in the palace's shadow, half in Meghan's California dream. And that tension was all over the stage. The awkward glances, the too long pauses, the way Harry clutched that mic. It wasn't just about performance, it was about survival. You could see it on his face, the exhaustion, the weight of trying to be two men at once. He's drained, restrained, like a candle burning at both ends. The once effortless charm now feels rationed, careful, painfully controlled. And as Harry wrestles with that invisible burden, Meghan's fight looks different. Louder, sharper, more desperate. She used to command every flashbulb, every headline, every gaze. Now, her shine is flickering. The Kevin Costner event was proof. Meghan wasn't invited, wasn't scheduled, wasn't even expected. But she showed up anyway, sliding into the frame like an uninvited guest at her own party. Cameras rolled, yes, but applause? Absent. The audience shifted uncomfortably. The magic she once had, the ability to own every room, had evaporated. And worse, Harry didn't even cover for her. He let her stand there, awkward and exposed. People whispered, "Has Meghan lost her touch?" Once, she was the woman who bent the spotlight to her will. Now the spotlight exposed her struggle, her insistence, her fading relevance. And here's where it cuts even deeper. This wasn't an isolated incident. The tension has been brewing for a while, bubbling beneath every appearance. Meghan used to sweep into rooms with magnetic energy, capturing every lens, every whisper, every ounce of attention. But now, that magic has dulled. Every outfit, every smile, every carefully rehearsed move feels like armor, not charisma. People notice when authenticity fades, and they're noticing now. Harry, meanwhile, carries the heavy burden of contradictions. He wants to be free, the California dreamer sipping lattes and playing polo, yet he's still shadowed by the crown. He wants to redefine himself, yet every diplomatic slip-up, like Ukraine calling him His Royal Highness, reminds the world that he hasn't truly escaped. It's a cruel irony. Meghan fights for relevance, while Harry fights to shed the relevance he can't shake. And the public, they're not fooled. The audience isn't captivated anymore. They're confused. They don't see a love story anymore. They see cracks, awkwardness, and two people caught in different orbits. Meghan pushes, Harry resists, and the distance between them grows wider every time they step into the spotlight. The media, of course, eats it up. One day, it's glowing reconciliation stories. The next, explosive rumors of marital drama. It's not journalism, it's theater. Conflict sells, and Harry and Meghan are the show everyone's watching. Every misstep, every forced smile, every chilly glance is magnified, replayed, analyzed to death, and Buckingham Palace, silent. That silence is deliberate, a strategy. Let the drama burn itself out. Let Harry and Meghan implode on their own. But the silence is also devastating, because while the palace refuses to comment, the couple's stock keeps falling. Meghan's charm, once her greatest weapon, feels tired. Harry's once boyish warmth is restrained, calculated. Together, they no longer feel like rebels rewriting the rules. They feel like actors stuck in a fading play. And here's the cruelest twist. Meghan, who once owned every headline, now feels like she's fighting just to stay in them. The spotlight that once adored her now exposes her struggle. She smiles too wide, steps too far forward, and each move looks more like desperation than dominance. The woman who once embodied control now seems to be clinging to it. Harry isn't immune either. For all his claims of independence, he still lives with palace aides at his side, official titles clinging to him whether he likes it or not. He's exhausted by invisible expectations, his confidence dimmed, his presence less assured. The boy who wanted freedom is still trapped in duty's shadow, and everyone can see it. And let's not sugarcoat it. Meghan's presence is no longer the winning charm offensive it once was. Offensive. When even 80s icons like Richard Marx have to be reminded, oh, that's Prince Harry? You know the shine has worn off. The couple who once commanded the world's attention now struggle to hold a room. Their fall from grace isn't loud, it's quiet, painful, and impossible to ignore. But don't mistake quiet for harmless. These subtle cracks, these awkward moments, these silent tantrums, these are the real drama. Not smashed glasses, not screaming fights, but the erosion of a once flawless facade. Meghan's insistence clashes with Harry's restraint. Her hunger for relevance battles his exhaustion. Together, they create a spectacle no PR team can fix. And maybe that's the real story. Not the fairy tale, not the glossy photos, not the staged smiles, but the raw, uncomfortable truth. Harry and Meghan thought they could break free, reinvent themselves, and rule a new world. Instead, they're caught in a fog of contradictions. She pushes forward, he pulls back. She craves control, he clings to restraint. And the world watches as the cracks widen, waiting to see which side gives first. Because behind the headlines, behind the photo ops, behind the forced grins, there's something much messier. A couple no longer in rhythm, a love story turned tug of war, and a spotlight that no longer flatters but exposes. The fairy tale? Gone. What's left is the drama. And oh, it's far juicier than any royal wedding ever was.